Well, hello. This is Rochelle, and thank you for joining me here on the Creative Retreat YouTube channel. Working through the first part of this devotion for May of the Faith Art Box, titled Prayers of Boldness. I'm reading this devotional and just highlighting the areas that really stand out to me. And she asks us to specifically look at the verbs in this verse: ask, receive, seek, find, knock, opened. And so this is the verse in Matthew, and I'm going to be taking the backing of this devotional as an inspiration, and I'm going to be using those succulents stamps and the little leaf stamp from the February 2018 kit to create a similar background. I've recently bought the new multimedia embossing powder, or mixed media embossing powder, and I wanted to try it out. And it has this beautiful blue-green color to it, and so with these little black and gold pieces of glass and just things in it, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and I wanted to try it out. So I'm going to be doing pretty much a reverse of the actual backing on this page. So embossing, you just stamp your image with a glue ink or any ink that stays wet for a while, because this embossing powder will stick to anything that's wet. And then you need to use a heat gun to melt the powder. Now, a hairdryer won't work for this because it blows the powder around instead of melting it. It doesn't have the heat that is required to melt this. So you do need a heat gun for this. So I'm just placing these two different succulent stamps in various places on this page to just pick up this powder. And then I'm going to be using, like I said, this little branch leaf motif from the February 2018 Creative Retreat kit. So don't put your things too far away once you've done with them. These stamps are so versatile, especially the little words like the, of, my, our. Those things can be used over and over again. So you see me melting these stamps, or melting this powder onto these images from the stamps. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the verse, the image itself, but it reminds me of the backing of this devotional as I dive into the word. And so I'm going to be using some gelato. This background is quite spotty because of the dark image that I did on the back. So I just want to lay down a very soft wash of color over that so that I'm not limited by what looks like brown on the back there, which it isn't really, but yeah. So I'm gonna take my Creative Retreat word fetty on the sticker sheet for May, which, by the way, can we just stop and take a minute to acknowledge how beautiful these colors are? They're just so gorgeous. So I'm taking these word fetties to type out, "He hears my prayers." And so as I was reading this and understanding and highlighting the verbs in this passage, I took from the devotional the fact that it's quite easy to use boldness as an excuse when we want to do what we want to do. But it's a whole different bold to ask for help. And I was quite struck by that because I'm a very I can do it myself kind of person. So this was a challenge for me, just realizing that I do need to ask for help. I do need to submit that I can't always, I don't know how, and that I need God. And when I can't find it within myself to seek from God. And when I'm bang slap in the middle of every single door in front of me, and I don't know how to open it, I need to knock and let God open it for me. I love this little Amen stamp that I also embossed here. It's got this cutesy little heart on it, and I love it. Also using some of the epoxy stickers in this page. I've decided, no matter how much I love the colors and love all of this, I'm not going to hoard it. I'm going to be using it on my stamps, on my pages and layouts, and that's what I've done here. And just really like the texture and the outcome of this layout or of this page. And I definitely am going to be remembering that He hears my prayers, and that I can come to Him in boldness with the confidence that He will hear me. So this page has a tabby from a previous entry. It's one from Bridget Brainerd. She is Scribbles on My Heart. And so I'm just using that same color. It matches, yay. And spelling out the word pray on the top using my alpha stickers from this month's kit. And then just making a little box around the passage that we're reading and underlining all of the verbs. There are so many, which means that these are things that God will do for you if you let Him. Can we just step back and let God be God? And so today I ask and I seek and I knock from God and not in my own understanding. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.